What up, y'all? It's your boy Polo Cuts SD. Welcome back to another episode of Off the Clipper Podcast, baby. It's your boy Polo Cuts SD, and I'm with the gang once again, baby.
Your boy Manny Rocks.
Yes,
you
sir.
know.
Shanice Tatnese.
And we got my boy. He's a dope ass guy. I've been cutting his hair for a while. Alberto. Oh no, Adrian. I'm sorry, Adrian. My boy Adrian Soto right here. He's one of the dopest fucking real estate agents in all San Diego. Every time he comes to get haircuts, he fucking puts me up on game with houses. He puts me up on game with business, with financial fucking literacy, and just fucking.
My guy's full of game.
Bro. Full of game.
Full of game.
Full of game. Every time he fucking pulls up, he pulls up with a fresh ass car.
I gotta go.
But yeah, man. Welcome, dog.
Yeah,
nice to have you here.
Thank you.
It's been
Thanks
long
for being
overdue.
here.
We've been trying to fucking get this podcast going for like the past like month, bro.
Yeah.
Damn, that's just crazy.
Yeah.
How you feeling?
Good.
Yeah.
It's my first time doing this, so I was just like, throughout the whole day, I was like, I'm not gonna think about it. I'm just gonna go.
Huevo.
That's
right.
I start
That's
thinking
the
about it,
only
I
way
get,
to
like,
do it, man.
nervous and shit.
Overthinking?
Yeah.
Yeah.
huevo.
So I was like, okay, fuck it.
What is it that
Gotta
you
do it.
What is it that you've expected today? Like I'm pretty sure you say you didn't want to think about it, but you were kind of like, oh fuck, it's gonna be later on.
Yeah, I was like, oh shit, what should I say? What are they gonna ask me? I was like, okay, I'll just stop thinking about it and just go.
That's when you know this is organic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Nah, well, check this out. This is how it's gonna go down. We're just gonna hang out, talk.
Chill.
We're gonna talk, and just whatever comes up, comes up.
As we go.
But
Yeah.
what I do want you to really focus on, for our viewers, especially and myself, because I want to learn too, is you're a real estate agent. I want you to teach us the basics, or whatever. If you can go deeper, let's go deeper. But the basics of what it is, buying a house, and I don't know, getting ready to buy a house, anything that it has to do with buying a house.
What are the first steps, and then where to go from there?
Yeah. So basically, you need 2 years of taxes, income, and then credit.
Okay.
So basically, that's the major stuff you need to purchase or basically pre-approve. So after that, you see your income against your debt, like car payment, credit cards, and how much you make a year, and then that determines a number for what price you could buy.
Okay.
Yeah. So then there's a few programs. There's down payment programs. There's programs with 3%. There's 3.5%, 5%. So it just depends. Every client's different. Every person's different, depending on your credit, your income. It just depends.
So, I'm gonna use me as an example. I don't have a house. I don't own a house, but I'm self-employed. I own 2 businesses. What is it that we got to do, us as self-employers, to?
So someone that gets paid cash.
Yeah.
Cash money.
Cash money, baby.
Barbers or other.
Yeah.
Tattoo artists.
Tattoo artists.
So
Drug dealers.
How do we go about saying our
basically,
income?
me, we do the same taxes. You do a 1099, no?
Yeah,
Yeah.
1099.
So that's basically how I do the taxes. So basically, what you report, and then after deductions, that's what counts your income. Because we're not W2. So whenever you're a W2, you get paid hourly.
Yeah.
The government already takes from your check,
Yeah.
takes
Every check,
taxes and everything.
Yeah.
So basically, you determine how much you want to pay in taxes, and then that determines your income.
Yeah. So you guys always look for what's left after paying taxes, after expenses, after all that,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I don't want to
Okay.
get too off the subject, but I have seen that when people are trying to purchase a house and at the same time they go and purchase a car, it's bad for them.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
So it's
yeah.
basically it screws
like
all the numbers, the
don't
ratios.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So don't ever buy a car, run your credit
Before trying to buy a house.
Yeah.
How much is the grace period? Like how much time before?
So
Like a year before?
no. So if let's say you start the process of buying a house right now, during the whole process, just don't do it. So it doesn't really matter if
okay.
Yeah.
It's just not while you're starting.
Yeah.
Okay.
And when you say starting, does that mean looking or paperwork already?
I would say looking.
Just so you have some time, huh?
Yeah, that way when you first walk into the office, those are the numbers that you went. and let's say a week after you purchase a house or a car, then they're gonna redo the numbers, and maybe you can't qualify no more.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that
that's
makes
what.
sense.
Yeah, that's what I gotta. Cause I want to buy a car, bro. But then again, I'm like, fuck. I want to buy a house first.
Hey, you can't race a house.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you're right. I mean, that's true. Shit.
163 or
Yeah, 163, baby.
Hey, but you could in a way race the house. You know, if you have a better house than the other person, that's like, you know, I won. Fool. What's
You're
on
right,
it?
right.
You know,
Big bang.
you know, it's a flex. Yeah, man.
You're
So,
right, you're right.
For a first time buyer like me, let's say, what would you recommend? What route would you recommend me as a self-employer?
Doing your taxes, putting as much income as you can. Obviously, your tax person can tell you. Because people, for example, the first 2 years I did my taxes, I was like, hell no, I'm not going to pay taxes because I didn't want to, pay taxes. So that messed me up because I had the opportunity to purchase a property that I was buying it for like 260K. Right now it's probably worth like 520.
Oh,
Yeah.
Lord.
So because of my taxes, I couldn't buy that house,
Yeah.
and that was like 3 years ago,
Yeah,
2019.
that's crazy. That's one of the things that I mainly like me having a whole bunch of barbers. That's the main thing that I focus on with the guys, because a lot of self-employed people, they think like, oh yeah, like we're self-employed, we make cash, we don't got to report everything. But it's like, dude, why not? You're just fucking yourself over. They think in reality they're fucking the IRS over because they're not paying them.
Right.
But at the end of the day, you're fucking you're biting yourself in the ass because you're limiting yourself to do things in the world.
Yeah.
You know?
Grow.
So when I did those 2 years of taxes, I didn't know. I was like, hell no, I'm not gonna pay the IRS. But if I would have reported what I made, then I would have made more money on the house, on the equity, and paying the IRS. Let's say, just an example, 10 grand or 20 grand.
Yeah.
I would have made equity like 200 grand.
Yeah, 200.
If I would have paid those just upfront the IRS.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know about.
Yeah.
I want to ask.
That's a
Oh,
go for it.
as a realtor, do you ever have those clients that don't understand the process of bidding on a house? Like, that get frustrated, like, oh, why is that guy getting the offer and not me? Or what did he do differently that I didn't? Or,
Yeah. So
how do you
basically
go about
every
that?
day.
Yeah.
I just tell them that the house what's listed right now is not what the market is right now, or the value right now. So let's say if a house is listed at 650, the real market is gonna be like 700 to 730. So what's gonna sell for?
And then if someone comes in, they're like, I'm gonna drop 730 cash.
Yeah.
And you're like, hey, wait, pues es que para la feria, ya.
you
Ya valiste madre, ya.
Yeah. So
You got that cash?
yeah, we just educate the client to like, hey, if you're pre-approved for 700, let's start shopping around 670, 680. That way you have that space to
Oh, hell
negotiate.
yeah, hell
And if you see a house that you really like, you go up to 700.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's always that war, huh? Like, because
Yeah.
there's going to be other people.
Yeah. So inventory right now is super low. So right now in San Diego, there's only like 1,700 houses for sale.
Wow.
That's a
in
little
whole
bit?
San Diego, yeah.
Man, that is
San
a
Diego
little
I
bit.
bet there
yeah.
would be more.
How much?
1,700?
That's it.
And yeah.
I heard that there's a lot of people from out of state just buying property to like rent them out and like.
Yeah.
Is that
Airbnb.
something
A
that you've
fixer-upper.
noticed?
Yeah,
Like a lot of people out of town.
Yeah,
kinda-
I've seen, and then in downtown they're building a lot of apartments. So a lot of people from out of state, they're just coming in here and buying.
Hey,
buying
también
properties.
in 905,
Mhm.
I saw all the new buildings that they're making, like
Yeah.
the condos and stuff out
Oh,
there.
yeah.
There's a lot. I
Yep.
hadn't even noticed them till I went the
Nah,
other day.
well, I just found out about it today. The homie Anthony told us today. He's like, oh, they're building.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's so many, and they actually look pretty nice.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
And then I had a client that was interested in some. So I think they release them. Well, it just depends on the builder, but they release them like every month. They release like 6 or 5 houses, and they already have a pre-approved list of like 100 people just waiting for
They're
them
just
to
calling
be,
them.
Yeah.
Like,
Have
You
you,
wanna sell it
basically sold.
sold any houses that are haunted or like assumed to be? Or like someone
or
died
any,
in there?
like mass murder.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that someone died in there. Yeah.
And you,
so
do you have to tell them, or do they have to
Yeah, I
know it
have-
themselves?
well,
Well,
yeah,
the
it comes out on
seller-
the credit, no?
yeah,
On the history.
the seller tells us, and then for the first time it happened to me, it was like, oh shit, I gotta tell my buyer that someone passed away. And then I called him and he was like, oh, so does that affect anything with me or the value? And I was like, no.
He's like,
And
can I
you're
get
like,
a discount?
Yeah, so he was. I thought he was gonna cancel the deal.
He's like, can I change the carpet in that room? Or?
Nah, but you know what though? It's crazy that you say that though, because
I've always wondered.
no, one of my clients, another homie of mine, he's a realtor, and I introduced him to another. Well, they were back to back.
Yeah.
Don't think that I don't mention your name, fool. I do, but they were back to back way. And my homie was telling me like, oh yeah, if I'm trying to buy a house, so my next client, which is he's my boy too. Big shout out to Albert. He was like, oh well, what's up, fool? Like I got you with the house, boom boom, whatever. They met up the next morning at 8 a.m. at a house that he was like that he told them about.
Yeah.
That the client kind of because my homie told him like, hey, you know, they're both my homies. My homie told my realtor homie like, hey, I'm looking for this type of house, this house, whatever. He was trying to buy like a duplex house. And then they met up the next day. And then the following week, they were here again at the same time. And then my realtor homie told my other homie like, oh, yeah. Like, I guess they were like about to buy it. Or not buy it, but they were going to put in like some offers and shit. And then the homie was like, oh, I forgot to tell you, way.
I forgot.
He's like, I forgot to tell you this, bro, but someone died in that house, way.
Shit.
And then that fool was like, oh, what the fuck? My homie was kind of like, wait, are you serious?
Man, fuck.
But
Like, you felt some type of way about it.
Have you
Yeah.
seen those movies?
yeah, I don't know. That shit is trippy, bro. Like, for example, I know that the house that they fucking, it's weird, but I've really gotten into a lot of like massacres and like fucking, you know.
Yeah, he has.
mass
He's been watching like
suicides.
those Las Vegas shootings.
Mass
and-
suicides and shit like that. And there's that big ass mass suicide that happened here in San Diego. I think it's the biggest mass suicide in all
The cult one?
The US is the cult one. It was like 39 people committed suicide in a house over there in Encinitas. And
Scripps, Ranch.
bro, that shit
How big was the house?
it was big, bro. It was a mansion.
Oh shit.
But once that happened, like it was on the market for years, bro, and it wouldn't sell. They had to fucking demolish and build the new house.
Yeah.
Because
We see them
It wouldn't
like
sell.
that.
39 people. Yeah.
yeah, it's too much, huh?
What's that one movie where they move in and the couch is still there? It's like, bitch,
Which one?
if you're gonna buy a house, you can't.
Insidious?
You don't have time to buy furniture. Like,
Insidious?
I think it's Insidious.
Casting
Where the-
couch.
Yeah, where the old man sitting right there.
Yeah. It's like
Insidious.
you couldn't get rid of that damn couch. Like,
They say it kept coming back.
what, the couch?
Yeah. Just
You
kidding.
know damn well ain't no lazy boy coming back.
Yeah. Nah, yeah.
I'm not falling for it. I seen the movie.
So, what?
Back
for
to
you, what's been like let's say I want to become a real estate agent for like myself, you know, because I've been thinking about it because my homie yesterday was telling me like, hey dog, right now the fucking business is to you buy a house, you fix it up like an Airbnb, and then they want, and then because a lot of people want to buy houses right now, like Manny said, they just want to buy houses to rent them out.
Yep.
But they're saying that it's better to, instead of rent them out monthly, to rent them out like Airbnb because you get more money and shit, right? And
I heard the laws for Airbnb changed though. They're a lot more strict and a
Yeah.
lot more expensive.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
they
remember that
changed.
lady in Palm Springs was saying,
Yeah.
fuck, what was I gonna ask?
Oh, sorry.
Anyways, fucking, he was saying that, damn.
It's not convenient to do that.
No, I don't know. Anyways,
We'll come back to it.
Yeah, I'll think about it, but that's great. He was telling me that people are buying those houses right now to like do Airbnb.
Yeah.
What do you think? Do you think it's like how can you make more money, like with Airbnb or renting the house like a monthly, like have a renter on there, like a
Like be
full
the
time renter?
landlord.
Yeah, it just depends on the property.
Yeah.
Because there's, for example, there's condos where they have HOAs
Yeah.
that they don't let you Airbnb. The minimum rental has to be like 30 days, I believe. So if it's a house and doesn't have HOA, then
Go for it.
yeah,
do
I
whatever
would
you
see
want.
I would see the market for the Airbnb, the prices, and I would see like because
Yeah.
right now if I have a friend that he bought a duplex in National City. He's living in one. It's a 3-bedroom, 1 bath. The front. He's living in that one, and then he said he posted the ad. Let's say Friday, like 5 p.m. And he said by like 8 p.m. he already has 70 messages of people wanting to see the unit. So
Oh,
so
wow.
the back unit, it's a 2-bedroom, 1 bath in National City,
Mm-hmm.
and I think he posted it for like 2,300. And there was people going in like, hey, I'll give you 2,400 and 6 months of rent.
God
Oh,
damn.
damn.
So
Damn.
so he
And
ended up
that's in
renting
National
it.
City?
Yeah, so he ended up
Whoa.
renting it for like 2,450, something like that.
And then
He said
I guess it depends on the person that like owns the property too. Like, do you want to deal with like one tenant or
Yeah.
like a tenant every 3 days? You know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I,
so it's like you run the risk there, kind of. You know, most people are
Yeah.
responsible, but
I remember remember when I was in
never
City
know.
College, I was trying to do Realtor too. I was trying to go for real estate, and then it was only 3 courses back then.
Yeah.
So it was in one semester you could knock it out. And then I remember I just didn't. It was like so many things to remember. You had to have like a whole binder on file, and then after that, I remember they added the digital stuff. So then I think 2 more courses were added. So then it got extended to like a whole semester and a half.
Shit.
So I don't know if that's the same for you guys now.
No, so basically right now, you do have to get 3 college courses, but they're online.
Oh wow!
Because if you go,
even better.
Yeah, I did them online and like on a separate website because I went to I asked in Southwestern College.
Yeah.
And it was gonna take me like 3 semesters.
Oh, that's a long time.
So I was like, and
like in person.
Yeah.
How long did it take you on the computer?
Like
Online.
to pass the courses,
You still have to
probably
take
like
the test
a month.
too, right?
Yeah, to pass the
month?
courses. So let's say after they give you the textbooks, each textbooks they give you 2 weeks to study.
Okay.
So basically you have 2 weeks and then the test unlocks. So you have that test, and then they give you another 2 weeks for the other test to unlock, and then the third one as well.
Okay.
Damn, it's
Yeah.
just 2 weeks of just.
Yeah. So what I did is basically I studied the test after each chapter and just study that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then I got the certificate for each course, and then after that I just took a crash course in Anaheim, and then I took a test.
Huh.
Yeah.
How was the test?
On
On a scale from 1 to 10.
It's basically another language. Like it's just words that you don't.
The terminology was
Yeah.
worse.
So it's basically I went to the crash course, which was Saturday and Sunday. And then, well, actually after taking the crash course, I just went to the test to see if it was hard, and I failed. But I was like, oh, this shit's like easy.
Yeah.
So I took the crash course, and then I passed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you took the risk just to go fucking see. Like,
Yeah.
That's actually pretty smart.
I feel like that's good.
Yeah.
You get a taste of what
Yeah,
you're
hell
going
yeah.
into.
Yeah. So after the crash course, in the crash course, they just tell you exactly what you need to know to pass. So they just give you like, oh, these are the words. This is what it means. This is gonna be on the test. This is not gonna be a test.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What, changing the subject, what kind of clients are you getting now? From what age are you getting them? Like, are they younger? Are they middle? Older? What is the age group
Right
right now?
I don't really have like so it's
It varies.
Yeah.
About everything.
Yeah. For example, last week I have my friend. He's in it was this week. He came into the office. He's a year older than me, so he's trying to buy a house.
Pretty young.
And then I have a client that they're buying a house here by Palm Avenue and it's a couple already. So they're probably like in their 40s. Yeah.
Damn.
I was gonna ask you, have you ever experienced like selling a house where they pay full cash?
Yeah.
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 Do they get a better price or no?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
The offers are better, right?
Yeah. So when they pay full cash, for example, I have investors that work with me that they're just looking for deals for like fixer uppers, fucked up houses. So whenever we find something, we send them to them, and they just pay cash.
What the fuck?
I watch HGTV.
And all the remodeling.
Yeah, I
so,
love it.
So last year my investor bought a condo in Del Mar because the lady was old and it was a top floor. So the agent called me and she was like, hey, my client just needs cash. It's a fixer upper. She just wants to relocate to El Centro, California.
Yeah.
So we went in there, we submitted the offer, and yeah, he put in money, he bought it cash, and then he sold it and made a good profit.
Yeah.
What's that time frame? Like, do you stick with them from when they purchase it to reselling it?
Yeah.
So you stick around.
So I helped him buy it, and then I helped him sell it.
And then
you
you
get a
see the
commission for both?
transformation.
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah, that's tight.
sick.
Yeah.
Would you prefer that than like newlyweds?
It's easier because they already know the process.
Yeah.
For them, just the numbers have to make sense. That's it.
Yeah.
For example, for first time home buyers, we work with them a lot. So we understand that it's barely their first time buying a house. They're going to have questions. They're going to have doubts. They're going to be like, oh shit, well, I don't want to put all my money into it. Or what if the interest rate's too high or too low or stuff like that.
Yeah.
I mean, right now I'm in the process myself of getting remember I was telling you I'm trying to get a manufactured home in the back of my parents' house.
Behind your property.
But shit, if that doesn't work, I mean, it's going pretty well right now. I actually spoke to them today. But I always thought like, man, even when I do buy that house, I would like to buy a fucking like a second home, you know?
Yeah.
But I don't know if this is true or not. I heard that they're not giving out second home loans right now, or they are.
What do you mean by second?
Like second mortgages? Like somebody was telling me that if you have a mortgage already, you can't get another mortgage right now.
No, yeah, you can.
Yeah?
Yeah. So there's loops, like there's a rule where if your loan is FHA, you can't buy FHA up to 100 miles. So if you buy a property here FHA, which is like the easier program to qualify for as a first time home buyer, you can't buy with the 100-mile range.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so there's probably just rules, you know, that you gotta follow and
A
stuff.
loophole too.
Yeah. So we have clients that buy their first property FHA and then they turn it into conventional, which is another loan, and now they can buy FHA again.
What does conventional mean?
So it's basically FHA is basically they don't have as much rules as conventional loan. So for a conventional loan, your credit score has to be like 780, 2 years of income, solid, you know, and then they ask you for more down payment. I think they start at like 5% to like 15%. So it just depends. And then FHA, you could buy a house with the credit score. I've seen clients buy with like 580 credit score.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wait, so
No wonder they're stricter because.
wait, so what? Okay, so then what
risk.
makes it an FHA and what makes it a conventional? Like, so like, let's say I want to get a FHA. How do you go by that? Like, how do you do that? What makes it so? What house is a FHA, or how do you get an FHA loan and how do you get a conventional?
So basically, FHA loans are, in my opinion, better for first-time home buyers. Why? Because they're more flexible. So instead of, like I said, the credit score, and then the income, the ratios. Okay. So income versus debt, they're more flexible, and then conventional, they're more strict. So let's say, just an example, income versus debt ratio, there's a 45%. And then conventional is at 50%. Or so you can't go down to 45. Yeah.
Have you always been good at numbers?
No, not really.
No?
But I'm not a numbers guy. Like what I know now is just because I've seen it like
you're studying and shit.
Yeah, every single day.
Yeah, and then I'm pretty sure after selling so many like you doing this for so long, how long have you been a realtor for?
So I got my license when I was 18, so 5 years now.
5 years?
In April, it'll be 5 years.
How many houses have you sold in total, you think?
Somewhere around like 50, 60.
God damn.
50, 60 houses?
Yeah.
In the whole 5 years?
Yeah.
That's
so that's
a lot.
about like
That's good.
10 houses a year? Average?
So the first year, it went like, my first house was Fuga, Jonathan.
Yeah. That was your first house?
Yeah, that was my first client, my first deal.
Damn, he's already had it for 5 years?
Yeah. He bought it 2018.
God damn.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
So that was my first year. I think I closed like 2 or 3.
Yeah.
And then third year was like, I want to say like 7, 8. Fourth year was like, I think I started at like 9, 10. And then last year I did like...
Damn, that's good. It's going up and up and up every year. That's good.
Last year I did 18.
What do you do?
Yeah.
What do you do to like promote yourself, or how can people reach you if they want you?
Yeah. So I mean, I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Google. Just type in Adrian Soto Realtor, and then a lot of clients I get right now is basically past clients or
referrals.
Referrals. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So it's just like, oh, hey, my cousin bought a house with him, or my aunt bought a house with him, and
That's
stuff
awesome.
like that.
I always ask myself, like, someone being a realtor, like I expect them to like use that to their benefit, like buying houses and shit like that, you know?
Yeah.
Is that normal to see like a realtor buying houses often and selling them and fixing them up? Because I think you were telling me that you guys were like buying fixer uppers and then fixing them and then selling them.
Yeah.
Is that pretty?
Yeah, that's pretty normal. So basically, what realtors do is they turn into investors. They start buying and selling them, and then they just get the deals from other realtors.
Oh, okay.
So for example, that condo in Del Mar, it was a realtor that had it. So she called me up and she was like, "Hey, I need cash." So I brought the buyer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys work with each other.
Yeah.
Do you guys give each other discounts or no?
Like,
do you have a
or like split a commission?
No. So the seller pays the commission, so they just split it half and half.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, between the. So if
you were to buy a house, like, can you buy your own house and like not pay the?
So when you buy a house,
like sell it to yourself.
Oh, because he's a realtor.
Yeah.
No, so when you buy a house, you don't pay the realtor.
It's just you just buy it.
Yeah, you just
Okay.
yeah, so you just buy it
Cool.
unless you have a house and you sell it, then you split it with the listing it or the seller's agent and then the buyer's agent.
But you couldn't sell your own house.
Yeah, you can, but it's just a lot of paperwork.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You'd rather just like, hey, you do it.
Yeah.
So that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's like
I've heard that. Yeah.
It's like us. Like we're not gonna cut our own hair.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot of work. Like I'd rather just pay someone to do it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You know. So
So
it's probably like the same thing.
Is it? But you okay? So you, it's just, don't you do that when you sell someone else's house?
Do what?
Like all that paperwork and all that stuff.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
he's getting paid to do that.
Yeah. So and we're licensed to do it.
Oh,
To do
okay.
Same but different.
Yeah. No. Okay. Right now, you just said something. So you don't. So the realtor agents don't get paid when someone buys a house. They only get paid when they sell a house.
No, so let's say for example.
No, that's like if he bought a house.
If he
Yeah.
bought
So
his
if you
house,
buy a house, you don't pay me for the service or for helping you buy.
because you bought it on your own.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, no. Well, let's say I'll
like,
help you.
Yeah, you help me.
So the seller pays both me and the agent that they hired.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I'm not the one that's paying because I'm buying it.
Yeah, you're just paying your down payment and your closing cost.
Oh,
and then,
okay. The person that sold the house to me gives you the cut.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was like. What the hell? That's crazy. Yeah, I mean, fuck, bro. It's just for me. Whenever I hear like my parents or like people talking about buying houses, bro, like I understand what equity is. I understand that equity is like the money that the house builds up with time because it goes up in value,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, but then there's other things like I don't even fucking like. Well, percentages, I know what that is. APR, all that stuff. Down payment, I know what it is. But there's like certain things that they say that or when they're talking that kind of like gets me confused and shit.
Yeah.
I don't know, like what would be the smartest way to buy a house? Like something that you could say, oh, you know what, that's a good like. Or do
Like
you have
save $20,000.
like? Do you have
go.
an example of like a
like
client
that,
of
right?
yours that got a fucking good ass deal?
Yeah.
You know?
So, well, I have a few. I have a friend that he bought a house in Spring Valley. The house, the garage, they turned it into a studio.
Okay.
And then it was a 5-bedroom house, and then he turned another bedroom into a studio.
Oh shit.
So he lives on a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, and then he rents out both studios. So I think he's cash flowing, or like he gets from the rents, he pays his mortgage, and then he gets like, I want to say like $1,000 to $1,500 a month
Extra.
after paying his mortgage.
Damn.
And then
But those are things that people need to consider. Is the extra cash worth having someone else under your roof? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of people that are like, oh yeah, I'm going to fix my house and then do this, but I'm going to bring other people in my home that I don't know.
yeah,
Are these $1,200 worth?
having to deal
Yeah,
with these
you
people.
know.
Well,
yeah.
no. It's not just $1,200. He just said he
It-
said that it pays his mortgage plus $1,200 on top
Yeah,
of that.
but like
That's
me,
just worth it.
how I'm thinking. Yeah, it
Yes,
is.
I mean, if it's gonna pay your
It
house
is.
off
If it's gonna pay
faster,
your
why
house,
not?
if
It
it's gonna pay
is.
off your mortgage
But-
and $1,200,
But if you have
Yeah, but
someone
at the
that's
same
like a
time-
bad
you can have my girl too.
tenant,
Yeah, but I'm thinking like in the end, like, oh,
$1,500.
what if when they leave, it's so damaged that all that money that you
That's why
got,
you-
it's
deposits,
like
homegirl.
done, you know?
Deposits,
Or like, you know what I
first
mean?
and last. You have all that shit.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because you charge a deposit, and then I'm pretty sure there's like renters insurance, all that shit, you know?
Everything.
Yeah.
Because you gotta cover your ass. I mean, if you're paying off my mortgage and $1,200 on top, yeah, you go ahead. You can live here all you want, you know?
Yeah. So I have my friend that he bought a duplex in National City. He's a barber actually
Duplex is
too.
the way to go, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, he's a barber?
Yeah, you might
Yeah.
know him,
Who?
John Gax.
Oh yeah. You know, basketball
yeah,
player.
So he just
I
got
went to
his
school with them.
yeah. So he got his license and he bought it back in October. So yeah, I think his back unit, the one that pays $24.50, is paying for like half of his mortgage or a little bit more, and then he's living in a 3-bedroom, 1 bath, and
Yeah.
so
I gotta talk to that. I wonder how he like. Oh, okay. You sold. He bought the house through you.
no, through my office.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then he become a real estate agent. He got his license, and then he joined the office.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But he bought the house before he was a realtor, when he was just a barber.
Yeah, he was just a barber.
Okay, so, can you talk about that? Like about like those numbers? Like, for example, I don't know if you want to fucking say this, but how much do you have to clear? Or okay, let's say me. If I want to buy a house right now as a barber and I do cash, I obviously make my deposits, I do my taxes good and everything. Yeah. How much, if I want to buy a $500,000 or $700,000 house, how much money should I be like
saving,
clearing, netting?
Yeah. Oh, netting.
So
and all that.
I saw in the article that the medium income to purchase a house in San Diego would be like $120K. So like so like 60 and 60 or yeah.
Okay.
And then obviously it depends on your debt. Yeah. And then your credit. So like your debt, credit cards, car payments, IRS, child support.
Yeah.
Everything
like
cleared.
Like me right now, I used to have fucking bad credit, bro, but I fixed it, like, and it's still going up. Mm-hmm. But I'm like stuck at like 640.
Okay. Myself.
Off the top of my head, I can't fucking recall how much I net, but I believe it's about 70. Mm-hmm. Am I in a good place?
It just depends on the debt and how much you want to put down.
I don't really got that much debt.
Oh, then yeah, you should.
And I'm gonna put up. I have my money saved for a fucking down payment. I have a pretty fat down payment.
So for example, let's say 70, a person that earns 70K a year with no debt, then you could probably purchase somewhere like a condo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Once you buy and then let's say I buy that condo. Once you buy that condo, mm-hmm. with all that, with that history of me buying the condo and paying it good, being on time, and my credit gets better, mm-hmm. Does that give me a better opportunity to buy a bigger house?
Yeah.
Later.
So when back in 2018, we bought my brother bought our first condo, and then we lived there for a year. We bought it for $218, and we sold it for like $275. So it was like 60, 65. We put into a bigger house, a 5-bedroom, 3-bath.
Damn,
and then those numbers are non-existent now.
Yeah, we bought the house for $495, and then we lived in it for 2 years. We sold it last year for $680, and then we bought another house up in Eastlake that right now we bought it for $865. Right now it's worth like 1.1.
Holy shit!
Yeah,
damn, that's like Monopoly.
That's sick.
That's what Monopoly. I want to do, bro. Yeah, no, straight up.
He's so competitive when we play.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Well, it's because I mean, that's the way the way you should be doing.
And it's just like anyone can do it. Like, you don't have to be like a freaking engineer or like freaking like it's simple.
And
I'm an art major,
and your income remained the same throughout like from now to when you first bought your house. Is your income the same or
it went? For example, mine went up as my brother's too.
Okay, but let's say your income stays the same, right?
Yeah.
Let's say you work at a fucking place where you have a set pay and everything. Mm-hmm. You buy your first house and then you do what you did. Boom. Yeah. Buy the condo, buy a house, and then you sell that house and buy a big condo. If your income stays the same, it doesn't affect you. That doesn't affect you when you try to buy a better house.
No, because
you already have like.
Yeah. I feel like it'd be better.
Yeah.
Does it show stability? No.
And then out of. For example, the condo we sold, we netted like $60K that we put into the other house.
Oh, so and the down payment, huh?
Yeah, we bought it for $495. We sold it for $680, and that equity we put it into the other house.
Oh, okay, so that helps you, huh?
Yeah, and then payment wise,
you just flip it.
Yeah.
So payment wise, it was for the East Lake house. I think it's like $500-$600 more.
Yeah.
But right now we have it's
Yeah,
worth like 1.1. Yeah.
Yeah, fuck yeah, that's fucking awesome, way. That's what I'm trying to get into, but I feel like I gotta first buy my first house in order for me to like be able to say, all right, cool,
Yeah,
I'm in it, you know.
And what a lot of people think is like, oh, I want my house, my 3-bedroom 2-bath house in Chula Vista.
Yeah.
And sometimes you just gotta start like
Little.
2-bedroom condo, then from a house, a bigger house and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, or even like a duplex and then another duplex and your house, your dream house. Yeah.
Would you say that duplex is the way to go?
For first time home buyers, if you wanna have tenants, like she said, yeah. I mean, if you don't want to deal with tenants, then no.
Yeah.
I would say like a house, townhouse,
Those
or
are
condo.
nice.
Yeah. And then, I mean, right now, like I said, inventory is so low that people say it's a seller's market, but in my opinion, I think it's a buyer's market.
Yeah.
Because let's say you buy a house right now, that house is probably going to have like 10 to 15 offers on it. And then you're the chosen one, right? You buy it. And out of those 15 offers, they only chose you. So 14 people are still going to be looking for that house in that area. So that makes the value go up.
Oh shit! Yeah,
So
you're right.
in the past 2 years, since like COVID started, the prices have been going up crazy.
Yeah, I noticed.
So a lot of buyers or a lot of people that bought their first house are making like 100K, 200K a year from just of equity.
Damn, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
That's one thing I wanted to get to. Do you know how that thing happened in like 2007 when they were taking away houses from people and shit like that?
Yeah.
I've been noticing that a lot of like right now they're giving out, a lot of people are buying houses that they're giving out loans. Crazy. You think it's gonna happen again or no?
Back then, it would be like a car dealership. So you will walk in, and then you would say, "Hey, I want that house in freaking La Jolla," and so then they would be like, "Okay, we're gonna put here on the paper that you're making $2 million a year, so that way you could afford the house."
Yeah.
So first 2 years, 3 years of mortgage, it would be like the low monthly payment, but they were giving loans that the interest rate would change, variable loans.
Oh.
So basically, first 3 years would be like, let's say, just an example, 1,800, and then the fourth year it would be the real payment, like $5,000, $6,000 of mortgage.
Oh
So
shit.
people would be like, "God damn!"
Yeah, so that's why people started losing their houses. Right now they have to verify everything.
So they don't do that no more.
Yeah, I heard it got stricter because people weren't paying, so it's just money lost.
So banks lost a lot of money because of that. So right now the banks are like, hell no, it's not gonna happen again.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make sure that you have your income, make sure that you have your credit score, and make sure you have like your down payment.
And they don't know, and the interest rates don't fluctuate like that no more, do they?
No. So I mean, there's some people that do those type of loans, but right now, what we work is just 30-year fixed loans.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I know that since COVID started, I heard that it was the first time in like 50 years that the interest rate has been this low since fucking forever.
Yeah.
50 years.
So basically, 2020 and 2021 interest rates were like
2 point something. No?
Yeah, the lowest I saw was like a 2.2, 2.4.
Damn, that's fucking crazy.
This past, I want to say like 3 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, interest rates went up like, right now they're like a 4.1. Which is a lot. Yeah, which is a lot, but it's still historically low. Yeah.
Yeah. That's fucking crazy, bro. That's what I remember. My neighbor Chippy's mom was telling me like, "Oh, dude, right now's the time to buy because the interest rate's super low."
Yeah.
And I had never seen it that low, so I was kind of like, "Fuck, that's crazy."
Yeah, I remember I closed on a house in Chula Vista. It was a 5-bedroom, 3-bath. And they bought it it was March 2020, like literally when COVID.
Yeah.
And my clients were like, "Hey, what's gonna happen if we lose our jobs and stuff like that?" So they bought it for $499,000, and then March and then October, the neighbor up front, it was a smaller house with a smaller yard, sold for like $680. So I
felt
yeah
terrible.
Yeah.
Nah, hell no. They felt good.
Yeah, good.
Because
but I'm saying like
they felt good because that means their house is worth that much.
More,
or more because it's bigger.
yeah, because they bought it already, so it's
No. They bought a house And then they were stressing that they were gonna lose that if what if we lose our job?
Okay.
And then
I
their neighbors in
misunderstood.
front sold their house for like more and it's
More.
smaller. So they're
Yeah.
like, oh fuck this, if shit hits the
In-
fan, we
yeah,
sell.
That
yeah.
was gonna be more.
And we make
Okay,
Yeah,
I
and it was
misunderstood.
like March. They bought in March, and then in October the neighbor sold for 680.
Yeah.
So like, hey, you could sell it for like 720,
Yeah,
Even more.
730
you better
Yeah.
lose your job.
in a
but-
couple of months. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Do you think the market's ever? I always hear this all the time. Like I hear, and I fucking hate it because it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
But a lot of people always tell me like, "Oh, nah, I'm not ready to buy a house. I'm waiting for the market to crash." And I always tell them like, "Fuck, I only see the houses going up more
Yeah.
and more. Like I don't think this shit's gonna crash
You're never
anytime
gonna
soon."
crash, boy.
Because
Yeah.
they've been saying that since like
Inflation. No, I'm just
2015.
kidding.
Exactly. Yeah. So I mean, basically, like I said, inventory is super low. So there's only 1,700 houses for sale. For basically prices to stabilize, there's gotta be like, I want to say like 8,000 houses to 9,000 houses. In 08 when it crashed, there were 16,000 houses for sale,
God
Holy
damn.
shit.
and right now there's only 1,700.
Fuck.
That's a big.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Big
1,700 houses. That
And then
ain't
there needs
shit.
to be 16,000.
There's probably 1,700 houses in fucking. Oh no, there's probably more in Eastlake, huh?
Yeah.
Just in
Ooh,
Eastlake.
that's less than like Southwest. Like Southwest High has like 2,000 people.
Yeah, that's what I'm,
So
that's
it's less
crazy.
than that houses
Fuck.
for all of San Diego.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So that basically makes the value go up of the property.
Yeah.
Because there's literally no inventory.
That's crazy because I was talking to my suegro and he was like, "Oh, cuando yo compré la casa, it was
Oh,
only
yes.
like
190,000.
ándale, casi 200, no?" And then
190,000.
and I paid cash, and then I was like, "Damn." He's like, and now because now they put so much money into the house, and he was saying that he was looking it up on I don't know what, and the property now is almost close to $1 million.
Well, like 800.
Yeah, 800. But he's like,
Where you live?
Yeah.
and now he's
Yeah.
like, well, because he's added more things to it, and he
Yeah,
wants
yeah.
to continue to add. He's like, and now people are paying this much
Yeah.
to get to that, you know?
Yeah. I recently saw a house for sale on Doran Street. I don't know if you guys saw it.
Where?
Doran, Doran,
Where's that?
is like literally like where you exit Tocaya Avenue by the 7-Eleven, take a left,
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
take
the
yeah.
a
back.
right, and then another left.
Okay, yeah.
So that one was for sale for, I want to say like 680, 690.
Están bien caras y bien feas.
Yeah.
So you have to like.
Nah, a lot of them are nice.
I saw some that were beat up.
Oh,
I was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
Oh my
The corner,
gosh!
yeah.
For
Yeah.
this, and you still have to fix it up.
And they went under contract for 765.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, now my parents' house, I think it's worth like 7 something. But like I seen there's 2 houses right there on my neighborhood that look exactly the same right now.
Yeah,
But some
they
they
do.
were beat up. They were like super beat up. Someone, you could tell that someone bought both of them,
Just
fixed them up, and they look fucking badass now. Like the outside looks badass. I
They're
never been
pretty.
in-
We went
Oh,
into
you
the
went
open
inside.
house.
Yeah, she
Already?
went into the open house actually.
But the house before, like the fucking roof was falling off, and I
Yeah.
was like, God damn!
so
Yeah.
that's what investors do. They just
Yeah.
find properties like that, buy them, and then sell them.
That shit was tight, bro.
I would
I
love
wish
to
I
be
could
an
do it.
investor. If I had money like that, I would fucking go in there and sledge
You
in that
can.
shit.
I kind of have a question.
Yeah.
What is it, Omatic?
Curiosity question. So I did a lot of real estate capturing, so photo and
Yeah.
video work for agents
Huh?
in the luxury market. So
Okay.
all over La Jolla,
Oh, shit.
Rancho Bernardo,
Yeah.
all that.
That's sick.
But there's some properties that were done up or like upgraded or renovated.
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, it was like some very normal renovations.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy, like a fresh coat of paint.
Right.
Renovations.
Yeah.
And I mean, the price,
Mm-hmm.
is that literally all it takes?
It just depends on the property. Some property really do need a lot of work. And then it depends on the investors, because sometimes investors, they just go cheap and they put,
Vinyl
flooring.
all over.
Yeah. So it just depends. And then, I mean, let's say if you're an investor and then you're tight on the numbers, let's say you're like, oh shit, I gotta, it's not gonna sell for what I calculated. Then I mean, I see why they freaking just go cheap. But it just depends.
Yeah.
But
Do,
does that
do the
backfire?
buyers know if it's cheap?
Well,
Or is it just-
if they're
does
buying
it-
a
does it-
$1 million home,
Like, do you know it's cheap, and then
Wait.
like it looks nice, and they're like, "Oh, it looks nice," but they don't know it's cheap quality? Does that happen a lot?
Yeah, so I've seen where properties you just literally walk on the property and you can feel it like so it's like you can tell right away. Yeah,
I saw one where they had termites everywhere.
it's
and
like
they're what?
It's like my old apartment, bro. Those shits they look fucking badass, bro. Like luxury as fuck, you know. And I was paying $2,400, bro, a month.
$2,400.
And they look nice, bro. They're fucking badass, and we were the first people to live in it, right? And then like, bro, like fucking 3 months in, bro, she gets locked in the house because the fucking door handle breaks.
The door handle wouldn't work, my guy.
So we had to call like someone to fucking come.
Had to call in to work. A bitch couldn't get out. Had to climb out the window. Just kidding.
jump out.
Fucking. I
the
would
stove,
see like
the fridge started making a noise.
Damn, girl, you gonna let me talk?
Okay, sorry. I was so mad. I was like, Leo, call that. Call the manager.
I remember I started seeing the fucking like the walls, bro, like the corners of the walls, bro. They started cracking, fool.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn.
I had to jiggle the toilet.
Yeah, no, the toilet fucked up too, fool. The fucking person from the top. Their toilet started, or they had a leak, fool. That shit went through my shit, fool, and
in their
garage, bro. And they had to cut it out and fucking. No mames, way cheap as fuck, bro. You know?
I was so mad.
And I talked to a construction worker that built those, and he was like, "Fool." He's like, "Honestly, bro, we were buying this shit at Home Depot, way, like all of our stuff."
Shit.
He's like, and that's not good, way. Like we were buying they would tell us literally like, "Oh, hey, we're missing this. Go to Home Depot real quick," you know.
Yeah.
For one time, dog, I swear to God on my mom, way.
On your mama?
Yeah, my mama. Fool, I get to the house and I was like, damn, like, well, nah, I was already fucking smelling it for like a good like 2-3 weeks, bro. But one day I just get there and I'm like, fuck, fool, it smells like gas, way, like un putero. And I would smoke and grill outside, way, right there, you know. And I'm like, damn. So then I'm like, nah, something's leaking right here. Before I opened the fucking door where all the gas shit is at, and I was like, yeah, it smells like gas. I call, bro, SDG&E, and they're like, oh, like, leave it, like, just stop what you're doing, get out, like, you know, just for the fucking the gas shit.
I like where this is going.
Fool, the gas shit was fucking.
I was so mad.
Now the gas shit was fucking straight up all fucking stripped.
Yeah.
Stripped way, like they either overdid it or they over tightened it or something, but stripped, fool, and that shit was leaking for months, way. And luckily
you guys had to pay for it probably too, huh?
Nah, hell nah.
No.
Hell nah, fool. I was like, bro, what the fuck would I touch that for? You know, I don't fucking touch that shit.
Isn't it different then? Because it's just an apartment complex, so it's way different regulations and whatnot.
No, yeah, but like the person that bought that land, they built the fucking apartments to look really nice. Well, that's what the construction worker was telling me. He's like, dude, like, we built them to look nice, but they're cheap. They're gonna break in a couple of years. Like in a few years, bro, this shit's gonna be the plumbing, bro.
You're gonna have to redo everything at one point.
Yeah, and he says that that's worse too, because then you end up
paying more.
You know,
in the end.
Yeah.
Because especially when you're an apartment complex.
But I'm pretty sure he's like, you know what? I'm gonna do it like this, make my money, sell it, and then it's gonna be someone else's problem.
Yes,
probably.
Pretty sure that's what they.
All right, fuck it, I'm out.
Doing.
You know, just fucking make a profit, sell it, dip. Hey, it's not my problem.
Yeah.
Keep doing it.
Hey, they were cool though.
They look nice
while they
though.
lasted.
Did he answer your question though? Yeah, right. Yeah.
I was curious because I've seen like amazing properties, and then I also walk into like really crazy looking properties.
Yeah.
And then I see like the renovated ones where I'm like, yo, this is dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then some I go in there, I'm like.
I remember I went into a house in by Old Town, and it was my friend. He was like he was house sitting, and then I remember I walked in, and the house was so fucking nice, dude. It was so I had never seen a house that like spectacular before, and then I was like, damn, this is like good shit. But then I come to find out that it was actually like those old houses that you can't restore.
Yeah,
and that they're just so quality,
they're
so good made. Yeah,
building.
they're so good made that.
Like the ones right here
they
on
are
Palm,
the way that they are. Yeah.
by the church. Like those are sick ass houses.
or like the ones on 3rd Avenue, like Chula Vista downtown.
Yeah, and it's like how is it that those old houses
like
are
even
so
their
nice?
Even their plumbing, their plumbing,
Fucking pipes
the
and
pipes
shit.
are like fucking this thick, you know. The only thing is that they have a lot of corrosion and shit like that.
I mean, yeah, but at the same time, those houses are gonna last because they've lasted this long, you know, with how they were made. Yeah, so sturdy.
So whenever you want to renovate, like let's say you own a house, you buy it and it's not a beat up or anything, but you want the value to go up. correct me if I'm wrong. Like you want to focus on the kitchen, the bathrooms, the windows,
Yeah, kitchen, flooring.
flooring.
If you want to,
Insulation.
yeah. If you want to sell it, it would just be like a neutral paint, you know, because
Yeah.
if you paint one wall, let's say purple or pink, then buyers would be like, oh shit.
Yeah,
No, gracias,
Yeah.
joven.
bro. You know that there's a house on my block that these fools painted the house pink. And big shout out to the homie, but they painted the house pink.
The
bro.
homie, shout out.
Hey, they painted the house pink, bro, and it's the only pink house on the neighborhood.
On
And
the
we're like,
whole,
what
but
the
I'm
hell?
talking about hot pink.
Yeah, and then fool.
Not no pastel color.
Yeah, and then fool. They're like, oh, we're gonna change the house color. I was like, oh, cool. They're gonna change the house finally, you know. For
Bright
the-
purple.
Wait.
Nah, they changed it to like another like bright color, and I was like, damn, that's sick. You know, it's the only house like that, so it's pretty cool. Everybody knows them. Like, oh, that's the one.
Yeah, yeah.
They're the ones with the.
Oh,
with
What
the
house
Chibi,
you at?
Chibi know who it
The
is.
fucking rainbow color one.
Yeah. They're fucking dope though. They're cool ass people, but Louis. Yeah. Nah, but
Shout out to Louis.
so you
He
don't
always
want to.
gives
You
hella
don't.
fire candy
You don't
on
want
Halloween.
to. You don't want to paint your house if you're gonna
Does he have
sell.
a
That
white
shit needs to
van?
be like neutral. Yeah.
Yeah. If you're looking to sell, just neutral colors.
Fix
I
up
want, like,
your.
blue, white, gray.
Yeah.
What are like some? What would you recommend, or like what would you want to say to new clients that are coming to you, like how to be prepared, or like what is something that you say every day? Man, I wish they would just be prepared with this to make it easier for both
Yeah.
of us.
Like what's something that's common that
Yeah.
people like mess up on?
What helps you and what helps them?
Yeah. So basically, a lot of people, what they want is like their dream house right away.
Yeah.
And then we just have to explain to them like, hey, just buy a condo first, gain equity instead of renting, and go on from there. Sell it, either rent out the condo and then buy a
Yeah,
house.
I had a client tell me that like no one ever thinks to buy like trailer parks, but he was
Mobile
telling
homes?
me like mobile homes.
Yeah.
He was telling me that mobile homes are a good idea because like you won't make profit on it, but as you're paying it off, it's like a savings. So like when you sell it, you even out, and all that money that you paid into it, you get back, and you can use that money to buy like an actual like a condo or something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're not gonna make money off of it, but it's like a forced
Money that's stuck
savings.
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, you get the same value back, and then you use that to buy something.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing with mobile homes is that they rent the space.
Yeah.
Like the space, you pay like I want to say like
The suit.
800 to 200 bucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Included.
And then
Okay.
what I tell my clients is like, hey, if you buy because a mobile home is personal property, it's not real property. So then I would just tell
It's
them
a
like, hey,
what?
personal property. It's like a car.
Oh
Like
shit.
you're literally registered to the DMV.
Oh fuck! I didn't know that.
Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, buying a condo, buying a property is the same thing. Just like your.
So do you think that's
piggy
not a
bank.
good idea to buy a mobile home? Does it not work how I just explained it, or
Yeah, it works that way, but like you say, you stay even out, and then you're still paying rent on the space.
gotcha? So you
So-
gotta make sure you buy something that you're gonna kind of stay even, or
Yeah, and then
okay,
because a lot of people mobile homes do work because let's say they're a family of 5 or 6, and a 2-bedroom condo here in San Diego is just too small for them.
Okay.
yeah,
so-
that makes sense.
Yeah.
So you know the question that she asked you right now.
Mhm.
That what is it that you would need from someone to come and buy your house, and you said that don't expect to buy your dream house.
Yeah.
But for someone that's gonna come and buy, what do they really need like to bring you? Like obviously like
How to be
their
prepared.
income,
Yeah.
their fucking
Your credit
taxes,
score.
their credit, all that. What is it that you mainly need to begin?
Yeah, so I would say working with your credit is huge because so credit how it works, it goes in brackets. So let's say 580 to 620 is a interest rate, and then 620 to 680 it's another interest rate, and then 700 to 780 to higher or lower interest rate. So the better your credit is, the higher your credit is the better interest rate you're gonna get.
Oh, okay.
So the rule of credit just have like every credit card in 30% or less, and then your credit credit could
So
could
right
go
now,
up.
what I heard was you have to have your credit good. You have to have stability for 2 years and your taxes for 2 years.
Yeah.
And then some type of savings to
Uh,
drop a
Yeah.
deposit.
Yeah, so
if
so
it's
there's down payment
Down payment,
down
there you
payment
go.
assistance programs, but it's always better to come in with your down payment.
Is it like I don't want to say frowned upon, but is it better to do the down payment without the program? Was it
Well, yeah, because with the
more
program,
helpful?
with the program, they're paying it for you, and then you pay them back. No?
Yeah, so if you get a down payment assistance programs, which we've helped buyers buy a property like that, they loan you the money for your mortgage for the property, and then they loan you the money for the down payment, and then that's gonna have interest rates over the years. And then there's a few programs that, for example, they don't let you sell it or make any movement until you pay it off, or until, let's say, like a year or 2 years.
Oh, okay.
Damn, so I feel like for the banks it would be better for them to get the program because they're gonna end up winning.
For the banks is better for you to get 2 loans because they're borrowing you money.
Yeah.
But like I said, it's just if you have the down payment and closing costs, do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Oh, yeah.
for example, some people they get it out of their 401k. Some people, I had a client that had like 3 cars and he sold 2 of them, and there was a down payment.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is a down payment percentage that's required here? The minimum? 5?
3.5.
Oh, 3.5?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
That's it.
Yeah.
I
And then
thought
what
it
is
was
and then
higher.
what is it? 3.5 to what? 15%?
3.5 to
Whatever.
yeah.
But the
When
minimum is
was it
3.5.
15? Because I remember it was 15.
Nah, hell no. I don't
No,
think it's
a lot of
15.
people think that it's like 15, 20.
Yeah.
But it all
But
depends on your credit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So like
So and then there's 3% too, a program that can help you buy with 3%.
okay,
yeah.
damn, yeah, that's low. That's pretty cool.
I didn't know they had programs like that for people.
There's a lot of programs, right? Like
Yeah.
first time home buyers, the
did not know
the down payment buyer.
Yeah,
What else?
there's first time home buyers programs. There's programs for militaries, military that or people that are in the military. Down payment assistance.
I was reading the
Yeah.
other day that they have grants too right now for because of COVID.
Yeah,
So just because of COVID, there's grants.
yeah. They change it like I want to say like every 3 months they change the rules and stuff. But they have grants. Yeah.
I'm gonna fucking try to buy a house, bro. Fuck this.
The crazy cat search.
This shit's fucking.
Yeah. So basically, here in California, is basically you pay someone else's houses or you pay your house.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. Are you gonna work?
Sometimes
for a
I'm
9 to
just
5
the
or
only
not?
thing is sometimes I'm just scared that the worst thing that can happen is they say no, I don't have a house anyway, so what the fuck, you know? But that's what I'm mainly like scared of, like getting turned down or something, you know? Like,
Yeah.
but I know that I can like hit you up and be like, hey, can you get me ready to buy a house, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
So,
like, I can-
a lot of people's, I mean, it just starts with one phone call. We'll guide you through the whole process. And like I said, the worst case scenario is that if you don't qualify, you'll know what you have to do to qualify.
Yeah.
And if you qualify, then you know what.
Is that
qualify.
That's why I gotta
considered
hit
an
you up.
inquiry
No.
when they
No.
go to you and they're like, "Can you help me?"
No. So
And
we
then you
don't.
find
we-
out.
An
It's-
inquiry is when they
it's-
run your credit
Yeah.
or you get
Yeah, that's what I'm
declined.
saying. Like, but if someone's like, "Hey, I'm gonna go to you, but I don't think I'm ready."
Yeah.
and
So
then it's
no.
Is
So
that an inquiry for them?
no. So it's basically a free consultation. It's no obligation. We don't charge anything. And then if, for example, someone really wants to buy it or someone wants to buy a property, then we do, the lender does the whole process of the file.
Mm-hmm.
And then we basically sit down with you and discuss monthly payments and down payment. So we'll give you like 3 to 5 options. Like, hey, you could buy this, or you could buy this with this down payment, or you could buy this with this down payment. This will be your mortgage for all.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So whenever you're like, okay, yeah, I want to do it, that's when they start running your credit and going through the whole process. Yeah.
Okay. Hell yeah. Shit, I think I'm ready, man.
My
I wanna
mind is
Yeah,
hey,
let's do it.
I wanna fucking hit you up, wait, cause
That's a lot.
If this shit fucking
I should have brought my notebook.
if this if I'm pretty
That was a lot of good information.
hell
I
yeah.
know it
Hell yeah.
was.
I'm pretty sure this fucking manufactured home thing is going through because it's already looking good.
Mhm.
But if it doesn't, for anything like I end up backing out, bro, I'm gonna fucking hit you up, bro.
Yeah.
Definitely like.
And then
sit down
I,
with you.
I saw an article that says that the average tenant here in California, so basically out of 30 days in let's say in a month, you wake up to work 10 to 13 days of the month.
You wake up to
Wait,
work.
what?
Well, you go to work for basically your landlord. Those 10 days to 13 days, you're basically working to just pay the rent.
Pay the rent.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see.
Out of the month, yeah. So
Yeah, out of
half
the
the
month.
month you're working just to pay
Yeah.
the rent.
Yeah.
The other month
And
you're
you're
working
paying their mortgage.
The turn up.
Yeah, and you're paying their mortgage.
For the
Yeah.
turn up.
Hey, what if you don't go to sleep?
Sounds like a personal problem.
What if you're up all fucking day and
Then
shit?
make that money
Slow
work for
feet
you.
don't eat, baby.
Cheat the system, baby.
Make that money work for you, baby.
Hey, well, if you guys want to fucking buy a house, or if you guys are interested in starting to look for a house or whatever, if you guys have any questions, you guys can hit up my boy Adrian Soto right here.
Yeah.
We're gonna put his Instagram, his information underneath this video.
His OnlyFans.
His
yeah.
OnlyFans, todo, everything.
That's all right.
Yeah. Hey, but yeah, dog, thank you for coming, bro. This
Yeah.
shit's been you spit a lot of knowledge.
Yeah, thank you.
I learned a lot.
Hopefully it
and
makes sense.
Yeah, bro.
Thank
I mean,
you.
it does.
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna hit you up because I want to fucking look into it.
Yeah. I'm trying to see that half off on those.
But I'm gonna.
Just
I already
Yeah,
know-
can
I
you give me
already
a
know.
discount?
I'm gonna go for. Obviously, I'm gonna try to buy whatever it is that I can for now.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then just move on little by little. But I think we gotta get started. That's
Yeah.
the thing. We gotta jump
Get
into
started,
something.
people. We're the
Start
new
paying
generation.
mortgage. But yeah, man, thank you for coming, Way.
Yeah,
I really
thanks for having
appreciate that,
me.
Way.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you
yeah.
for having me, guys.
I hope
Thank you,
you.
bro.
Thank
I
you.
hope you come back again, dog, and spread more knowledge one day.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know?
I'm down.
Thank you guys. Big shout out to
appreciated.
everybody for watching. Thank you guys for all the love.
Peace.
I am out, baby.
See you next week.
Yes, sir.
Bye.